We're going to go ahead and get started. Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Juan Arcila. I am the Associate Director of Education Initiatives at UnidosNow. And on behalf of my team and our partners, I want to welcome you to the Unidos for a Healthy Future online event. Even though we are socially distancing ourselves due to COVID-19, we are more united than ever in solidarity through our shared mission of building a healthy future in our community. And I want to first acknowledge the Community Foundation of Sarasota County, its giving partner, and of course, the Giving Challenge for giving us the opportunity to learn about each other, highlight our impact, and establish new partnerships and connections that will continue for years to come. We are joined this evening by UnidosNow, Healthy Start Sarasota, and Revitalize Chiropractic. Even though the work that we do varies in scope, we share the same passion and mission of empowering families and communities through health and education. Now it is my pleasure to introduce the executive directors and leaders of our respective organizations. Luz Corcuera of UnidosNow, Patricia McMahon of Healthy Start Sarasota, and Dr. Gina Foltz and Dr. Anthony Wasim from Revitalize Chiropractic. Each of them will introduce themselves and briefly share about their organization's mission. And we'll start with Luz. Please go ahead.
Thank you, Juan. Good evening, everyone, and buenas noches a todas las familias que nos están acompañando. It is a real honor for us to partner this year with the Healthiest Coalition of Sarasota County and Revitalize Chiropractic. UnidosNow is a non-for-profit organization dedicated to empower Latinos to achieve the American dream through education, integration, and civic engagement. The Giving Challenge for UnidosNow is a very important event. It gives us an opportunity to share the remarkable stories of our students and their families, and also to learn about the important work of many non-for-profit organizations in our region. We are really grateful to the Community Foundation of Sarasota County, the Patterson Foundation, and the other partnering organizations for providing this venue. On April 28 and 29, we are all going to participate in the Giving Challenge. We are going to exercise our philanthropic spirit, and we're gonna give from our hearts. Thank you so much for joining us, and enjoy the evening. Que disfruten esta noche.
Thank you, Luz. Now, Patricia McMahon of Healthy Start Sarasota. Please go ahead.
I'm actually going to come on board. I am Sean Ewens, and I am the Executive Director of Healthy Start. But Patricia is my right-hand woman who I love so madly, so thank you for doing that. I am the Executive Director of the Healthy Start Coalition of Sarasota County, and what our mission is to support and improve the health and well-being of pregnant women, infants, children, and families. I'd like you to meet my children.
Hi, I'm Jackson Ewens, and I'm a Healthy Start kid. Hi, I'm Harper Ewens, and I'm a Healthy Start kid.
Not only am I the Executive Director of Healthy Start, but I'm also a client. Both of my children went through Healthy Start services, and I feel like we've done a great job with them. Maybe a little bit, but we want to be the one right now, and we so appreciate UnidosNow, and we appreciate Revitalize for our partnership. So kids, what?
We are Healthy Start kids.
Thank you so much there, Shauna. All right, so finally, but not least, Dr. Gina and Dr. Anthony of Revitalize Chiropractic.
Hello, everybody. Dr. Gina.
And I'm Dr. Anthony.
And we are, like you mentioned, from Revitalize Chiropractic. And our mission is to help our community by keeping everybody healthy. And that includes from the pregnancy, from infants. We believe that healthy kids grow into healthy adults. And our mission is to make sure that our families, our community is functioning at its very best. And we're honored to be a part of this mission with you guys, and we're excited to be sharing.
Thank you so much. Wonderful. Thank you all for your leadership and your commitment to the health and education of our community. Now, before we begin, I want to give you some housekeeping and ground rules for the event. So Cynthia, if you can go ahead to the next slide. Thanks so much. Now, all audience members will be muted, except for panelists. If you have a question or comment about the panelists or about our presentations, please leave a message in the chat box or raise your hand by clicking the hand icon or just waving at us in the video chat. I also invite you to post and share on social media about the event. You can use these tags for our organization at UnidosNow, at Healthy Start Sarasota, or at Revitalize Chiropractic. And you can use the hashtag GivingChallenge2020 and hashtag be the one in your comments and in your posts. So please make sure to like and share our comments in your favorite social media channels. All right, so now it's game time. And our UnidosNow scholars, Vanessa, Leonela, Liam, and Jonathan will be the hosts of this trivia game. Now, to follow along and participate, please either take out your phones or open a separate tab in your browser and type in this website. It's going to be very interactive and very engaging. So I'll give you a few moments to log in, polev.com/UnidosNow252. And again, that's polev.com/UnidosNow252. That's where you can participate, comment, vote, and just really be engaged with the presentation and the trivia game. All right? So without further ado, I will go ahead and hand it over to Vanessa, and she will start the game. Vanessa.
Good evening, everyone. Can everyone hear me?
Yes, we can.
Awesome. I'm Vanessa de Sesuedo. I'm a senior at Riverview High School, and I'll be attending Barnard College next fall. I'm a graduate of the UnidosNow Future Leaders Academy. So just waiting for everyone to get ready, set on the Poll Everywhere app. Just let me know when you want me to begin.
We're just gonna start with a very quick, simple question to make sure that everybody knows how to use their phones. Okay, so you should be able to see this question on your phone and simply reply.
Cynthia,
Yes.
I just want to make sure that the families that are participating, they know that they can respond in Spanish. Pueden responder en español las personas que no quieren hacerlo en inglés.
Sí, o sea, no tienen que tipear nada, simplemente tienen que seleccionar una opción. Ok. Así que ahora ya estamos listos para comenzar. Ok. Just 1 second. All right. Vamos a comenzar el juego. Vanessa, are you ready?
Yeah, all set.
Here we go.
All right. So we will begin with the dreams category, which I thought was fitting because this one is about UnidosNow as an organization, and something that we like to really pump up in Unidos is dreaming big and doing big also. So first question is, how long has UnidosNow been raising the next generation of leaders? So you have 4 options. Choose wisely.
¿Cuánto tiempo hace que UnidosNow ha estado educando y preparando a la próxima generación de líderes? Y tienen 20 segundos para cada pregunta. All right.
Muy bien, 10 años. Okay, Second question, which workshop does Unidos Now not offer to its students and families?
¿Qué taller Unidos Now no ofrece a los estudiantes y a sus familias?
There's FAFSA, scholarships, career exploration, and healthcare. I see some people answering in the chat as well. That's nice.
All right.
It's the right answer. Good job, everyone. You can see who's winning here. One. It's fitting. Oh, and this is not from my category, but I can still read it. The college cost of attendance for state college is higher if you are a resident of that state. True or false?
Well, that's my category. So what? Yeah.
Right. Okay. Marlene va ganando, muy bien.
Cynthia, should I take over now? I think my category
Yes,
is
these are your
next.
questions, yeah.
Right? Okay. So are we ready for the next one? I'm not seeing anything other than the screen. I don't know if I should be able to see something.
Okay. People should have voted. Let's see what they answered.
The second question, you ready?
Can you see the screen?
No. I can see you, but it's okay. I have them here right
Can you
now.
all see can nobody see the screen?
We can see the screen.
What
Okay.
screen do you see? I don't have any Paul everywhere screen. Oh,
No, this is on the webinar.
Oh, nope.
Okay, can Jonathan or Liam or Vanessa then take over, please?
I can take over.
Awesome.
So hello, everyone. My name is Liam Ordonez. I am a freshman at Cornell University, and I'm also a graduate from the Future Leaders Academy. So the question is, Florida State Schools, which of the following is not a Florida public university?
Three, two, one. Oh. Okay, quite interesting. All right, it's between Marlene and Juan, apparently. What's the next one?
The next question, college routes. So this one is so students can know all the different paths that you can take. So the question is, private schools and public schools have similar costs of attendance. True or false? The correct answer is false because cost fluctuates depending on the schools, and private schools typically can be more expensive. The next question, Bright Futures can help fund out-of-state schools. True or false? The correct answer is false. It can only be used for in-state schools in Florida.
Gina, good job. And Will too. And Yarumi also is getting close.
And my last question in the category, high schoolers can graduate with an AA degree. True or false? The correct answer is true. Community college such as State College of Florida offers the program for high schoolers. So now Jonathan will be asking about college myths.
All right, thank you. I'll go ahead and take it from here. Hello, everyone. My name is Jonathan Bruzone. I am an alumni from the Future Leaders Academy and Riverview High School, and I currently attend Oberlin College and Conservatory in Ohio, temporarily being transferred to Zoom University for the time being. So this topic is on college myths, and it's basically typical stuff that you might hear students or teachers saying about college and the college process that might not actually be true. So this is just a series of true and false questions. So the first one is, you should only apply to in-state schools, AKA Florida schools. Very nice job. So, of course, you're given more options than just in-state schools. While the schools that we have in Florida are certainly very, very great schools, there's still plenty of options outside of Florida. And I encourage anyone who's just looking for any colleges to also view outside of the state.
All right.
All right, the next question. The sticker price for a college is how much you actually have to pay. So what I mean by sticker price is when you're looking up schools and it gives you the total costs for each category, so tuition and everything like that, without adding in financial aid as a factor. False. Very nice job. I may have kind of hinted at that answer by mentioning sticker prices don't consider financial aid. So, of course, you don't have to. The sticker price isn't always going to be what you pay for a college. Once you fill out the FAFSA and for some schools the CSS profile, then you'll get a better estimate of what you should pay out of pocket. And some schools will even give you a full ride depending on your financial circumstances, especially if you're considered low income. Right, and the last question, you can still get accepted into great schools with low test scores. Ooh, this one was a bit more split. All right, so a lot of people tend to think that the SAT and ACT are the end-all be-all for getting accepted into colleges. But there's still many other components to the application than just test scores. You have your grades and you have your essay and your references. And the essay is definitely one of the more important parts of the application. There have been many examples of students, even within UnidosNow, who have had low test scores, but have still gotten into great schools with their essay alone. And this category was kind of to reassure people that nothing can stop you from dreaming big.
Congratulations, Gina. Marlene, second place, and Yerumi, third place. Wonderful. Great job. And Juan now.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much. You're all leaders and role models to your peers and for future generations to come. So thank you for educating us on the myths of the college admissions process and how to really prepare and be competitive for these universities. Thank you again.
Thank you for having us.
All right,
Thank you very much.
now we're going to move on to our cooking demo. And for the cooking demo, we will have Sarah and Scott Olson doing this cooking demo for us. So I'll turn it over to you, Sarah.
Uh-oh. Whoops. Hi, sorry, trying to share my screen. No. Zoom. Okay. Hi. Did I do that right? Okay, great. I see a thumbs up from Gina. Awesome. So we're here today in Scott's kitchen, and this is Scott.
Hello.
And what are we into today?
We're making some Mediterranean meatballs with chicken and turkey, a little healthy dish with some cauliflower rice. And we're going to do a homemade tzatziki, some fresh vegetables, a little bit of naan bread, and hummus.
Awesome. So how do we get started on this?
All right. Well, first we got some organic, already pre-made chicken and turkey sausage that you can just take out of the casing. It has more flavor than just getting plain ground chicken and turkey and having to season it all on your own. We're making like about golf ball size little meatballs here. So we're gonna just form those here. I got some already done ahead of time here.
Okay.
And then we have a skillet. We have a cast iron, but you can use any kind of skillet. And we have that, it's been heating to about a medium. A little bit of smoke on there. We're using some grapeseed oil. You can use avocado oil or walnut oil or any kind of oil that you like or prefer. Excuse me, I'll wash my hands.
Is there a healthier option than others for oil?
I would say avocado probably, grapeseed and walnut or sunflower. Those are all really good oils for you. Doctors stand behind those oils and say they're a good healthy fat to work with. So we're gonna put those in here and start searing. We're gonna cook them for about 2 to 3 minutes on each side. And then we're gonna put them in a 400-degree oven where they'll finish for about 8 to 10 minutes, basically till they're no longer pink inside, and about 165 degrees is what you want, which is safe. And there we go.
Ooh, listen to that sizzle.
There we are. So you want to get a good searing on each side so it locks in the juices and keeps it nice and tender. You could actually substitute this as well. You could do a piece of chicken or a piece of fish, whatever you like, but this is just what we figured would be an easy, flavorful way to get a good healthy meal. So these are going to cook on one side here.
Okay. How do they know when it's done and ready to be flipped?
Let's say you're going to do it about 2 minutes to 3 minutes. It just depends on how hot the pan is. I would just kind of go by about 2 or 3 minutes and then flip it over. If you're not comfortable, you could use a timer.
Okay.
And then you're just going to flip them over, and then we'll throw them in the oven. And we'll get going on the other part of the dish.
Okay. Are we going to the, oh, sorry.
Sorry, we're not professionals here. it's going to take another minute or two. So maybe we'll go over here and we'll start the cauliflower rice.
Okay.
So you can, we have some cauliflower here that's already been packaged. You can actually, if you have a food processor, you can chop it up or you can grate it. And so this is going to be our cauliflower rice. If you do not like cauliflower rice, we could actually, you could substitute it for orzo. Orzo is an actual pasta. It's almost like a rice size, and it'd be great for kids as well. So if your children, you could actually cook the orzo, and before you add all the ingredients in, you could just take some to the side and put something for the kids, whether it's butter or whatever they like, because kids' butter pasta is always a win. And then the parents can still get a good healthy meal as well. The mom can get a good healthy meal, get some good energy to take care of those kids. So
always good.
Yep. And then so we have the cauliflower rice to that. We're gonna add some fresh chopped scallions, about 3 of them. There's the white and the greens in there.
Okay.
And then we're gonna add some fresh garlic. Now this is like a Mediterranean, so there's a lot of garlic, a lot of fresh herbs, citrus juices, and then we're gonna use parsley. Dill would probably be, you know, you would see more consistent in the Mediterranean, or mint, but Italian parsley is acceptable, and any kind of fresh herb, even a little fresh oregano. Then we're gonna have some fresh squeezed lemon juice to it, a little bit of salt, and then a little bit of pepper, and then just let me grab some olive oil real quick. I like extra virgin olive oil because this is where it's a good time to get a little bit of fat, but it tastes good as well. And it's go there. All right, and then we're gonna mix this up. And as soon as we mix this up, we should be about ready to flip those meatballs over.
That looks wonderful, and it smells great too.
Oh, I almost forgot one other thing. You can omit this if you want to, but I use a little bit of feta cheese. Which is the Mediterranean part. You can do that even with the orzo for the adults, or if the kids are adventurous, you can do that as well. But sorry, go ahead.
It's a good source of dairy too.
It is. It is. And it's a super healthy dish. And like I said, that orzo is a good way to introduce it to your family. If you don't like to do the cauliflower, then that's totally okay. But this is just what we're doing. So there we go. That's all mixed up here.
There's that.
And then we're going to get back over here and start flipping these.
Okay.
There we go. See, they got the caramelization right there. A little bit of browning. That's all you're looking to get. There we go.
My nose sticks to the bottom of this pan.
Yeah, there's enough oil in here. And that's why I like cast iron, a well-seasoned cast iron pan. Any kind of pan, though, will work. But it's just, this is my preferred method. Okay. Like I said, it doesn't stick. And we're gonna just turn those. All right, we'll just go for a little minute or so, and then we'll throw them in the oven. But then we'll talk about the tzatziki. So with the sauce, which is, well, you could do it with the chicken, you could do it with a grilled piece of turkey, whatever you like. Fish, like I said. But tzatziki is basically, it's a Greek condiment. And it's got Greek yogurt. It's got seedless cucumbers that we shredded on a cheese grater. So we grated that. We did one whole seedless cucumber. We did about a cup of Greek yogurt. We did some fresh garlic, a little lemon juice, salt, pepper, and mix that all up. And that's going to go with the actual meatballs and everything else that we're going to put together in the end here.
Okay.
So now this time, we're going to take these and we're going to pop them in the oven.
Okay.
All right. Those cook for about 8 to 10 minutes.
Okay. Or until what temperature should they be?
They'll be 100. If you have a thermometer, an instant read thermometer, which is the only way you're going to be able to do it, which would be about 165. So let's see. And then we got tzatziki. We have some fresh vegetables. So this is something you could do to get your kids decent vegetables. I like it. It's almost like a bowl. You know, like the Fresh Kitchen or these different healthy restaurants, you get bowls of things. So this is kind of what we're doing. We're going to do like a bowl with the cauliflower rice. We're going to do it with the meatballs, the tzatziki. We have hummus. You can make this homemade, but it's easier to get some craft hummus. There's a lot of places that make it homemade. That just saves you so many steps. So, you know, with life, it's just easier if you can skip a few steps with things like hummus and things. So we got a good Kraft hummus. We're going to put that with the dish as well because we have some naan bread, some veggies to go on the side. You could always make this meal, and if you have leftovers, you can have it for lunch. You can do this as a lunch. You can save your veggies and do it with the hummus. If the kids don't like hummus and veggies, you could do it with a, there's stores that sell like Greek style ranch. So that's a healthy alternative, or you could do regular ranch, but you could do it with the Greek yogurt, and that's great to get the kids to eat some vegetables, make it fun. We bought some carrots. They're already fun looking. We just cut them up. So, you can even get the kids in there chopping, because when they get involved in actual help, they get more excited about eating and trying things. So that would be one thing with my kids, that the more you get them in there and involved is the better that they will, probably the more likely they'll try things. So that would be my suggestion. So that's already there. I have some meatballs cooked, so I don't know how much time we still have, or how much information you still have to give, but where do we want to go now?
So do you want to maybe plate it up, and then we have other suggestions. You can have, people can go to choosemyplate.gov. They have a lot of great resources on there, recipes, as well as nutritional guidelines for families, for pregnant women. We also have, if someone is interested, we have resources that we provide through Healthy Start that includes nutrition, education, and information. So we can provide these as well. This particular handout talks about nutrition, the importance of a balanced, healthy diet, what that looks like for pregnant women, as well as continuing on to when they are breastfeeding. So making sure they're getting the good, healthy nutrients to help support the pregnancy as well as breastfeeding is always really important. So it's there, and I have actually pulled up the website here for the Choose My Plate. So you can go in and you can look at the mom and mother-to-be section, and it gives you all sorts of great information, nutritional needs, healthy weight gain tips, and other pregnancy resources as well. And so we have, I think we're ready. We have the end product of what it would look like. There,
and you could also steam vegetables or cook any other vegetables other than raw application. We were just showing you so you could find another healthy snack with the hummus. You could, dip hummus with the tzatziki. You could dip the vegetables, with the hummus or the tzatziki. So either it is just a fast, easy way to get a good, healthy meal in. And you could, like, if you meal prep, you could double the recipe and do them for lunches, for meal prepping, for working, busy life as far as being a mom and things like that. So there's all kinds of things you could do with it. And
Great. And if you want the recipe, we'll have that available for you on the event site. So thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you, Scott.
Absolutely. Thank you, Healthy Start, and everyone else for all you do in the community.
Yes, thank you very much, Sarah and Scott. That was absolutely amazing. Now everybody is super hungry, and there's a lot of questions in the chat box. Do you guys do delivery? Because that is what everybody's asking right now. And by the looks of it, there's a lot of emails asking for that recipe.
Oh,
so
great.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for that demo. Now we're going to move forward, and I would like to introduce Dr. Gina and Dr. Anthony from Revitalize Chiropractic. Please take it forward.
All right, well, it's hard to follow when we are hungry in that awesome food demonstration, but we're going to try. What we're going to do is we are going to get you guys moving so that you guys could enjoy your dinners tonight. So what we are going to be talking about is 5 reasons, 5 really, really important reasons why we should be maintaining good posture. Now, anytime that chiropractors talk about good posture, everybody immediately does what? So I'm sure that what I'd like for you guys to do right now before we get started is just to kind of think, have some body awareness, and think, what are you doing right now? Are you hunched over your computer screen? Are you hunched over your cell phone? Are your shoulders hunched forward? Are you sitting on the sofa, slumped back? Look at your neighbor, see what's happening over. Our bodies have to work harder because now with this abnormal posture, our muscles have to hold on tighter. Our heads weigh a lot. So if our heads are out here instead of up here, they're going to be using a lot more of our energy to hold up those muscles because we're fighting gravity. So with good posture, our bones, our joints are in good alignment, and we have more energy to do other things like digest food, like study, like think, like anything else except to hold that head up. Okay? All right. So that was number one. Number one is more energy.
Number two is increased lung capacity. So when you think about your posture as it gets worse throughout the day, and usually with fatigue setting in, as Dr. Gina said, your body is more prone to ending up like this. Between the computer, the technology, we end up like this. And what we want to do is to be up and open so we have an increased lung capacity and we're not compressing that lung space down. So as those lungs are open and able to expand, that can cut down on about 30% if you're slouched forward. So we want to keep that percentage to the minimum. So it can be down by 30%, and as a result, your body does not receive as much oxygen-rich blood, and you may experience side effects like breathing difficulties or shortness of breath or lack of oxygen to the brain. So a better posture equals more oxygen to your body and brain and better focus and a clearer mind.
And we all could use a clearer mind, right? Number three, we have improved circulation and digestion. So just like he was talking about with the decreased lung capacity, when we have our slouched position, what that does is it also compresses our vital organs, including our digestive organs. So what happens is that amazing meal that Sarah shared with us, that our digestive system now becomes sluggish. So it doesn't work as properly. So it becomes sluggish, it becomes slow, you get discomfort, you might get constipation, and you're gonna lower your metabolism, and we don't want that. So proper posture is gonna be really important for that digestion, and then circulation. So when we're sitting here, when we're sitting in a bad sun position, or maybe we have our legs crossed for a long period of time, we're constricting the circulation into our legs, and that causes cramping, but our blood isn't flowing and circulating throughout the body as properly. Okay, so that was improved circulation and digestion. Next.
Number four is reduced back pain. As chiropractors, we know a thing or two about back pain. So sitting and standing in a slouched bad posture for long periods of time puts a lot of stress on not only our lower back, but also our upper back, and that leads into the neck area as well. So with that extra stress, plus when we're adding in that text neck, sitting there looking forward, how many of us are guilty on that every day? Texting like this instead of up like we should be. That puts a lot of stress on the upper back, the shoulders, and the neck areas, and can even affect the nerves that run all the way down into our fingers. So as everybody's on Zoom University, as he said, this week and this month, it can affect our fingers in the long run. So with proper alignment, better posture, the joints and ligaments are less stressed, and you don't have as long, you don't have as much of an effect for overuse injuries in the long run too. So the muscles and their effort that is required to maintain good posture is so much better as you're able to be up and open and not using that technology forward head text neck. And if you're holding a good posture, your core and your upper back muscles will remain active and engaged.
All right, and who doesn't want a good core, right? And then last but not least, we have more self-confidence. So this is really huge, especially when we're talking about the UnidosNow and the Healthy Start population, right? When we just gave birth, we're talking about pregnant moms, we're talking about students, we're talking about any time that maybe you are going to apply for a job, apply for college scholarship, when you are going to get a promotion, anytime. We can think of so many reasons why we could have more self-confidence, but not only could good posture boost your energy levels, reduce pain, but it also increases your self-esteem. A study showed that good posture gives you more confidence in your own thoughts as well. And even better, good posture could make us feel taller and prouder. So there's many studies that link the effects of poor posture with negative mood. So the next time that you guys are going into a teacher's office to talk about something, a job interview, anything of importance, stand up tall, stand up proud, because good posture is going to boost that self-esteem. It's going to make you feel so good, look taller, and chances are you're going to get that either that scholarship, that position, or whatever it is that you need in life. When you feel good, you look good, and you get more stuff done. So what we're going to do is we are going to show you guys 3 simple exercises that you could do every single day to improve your posture. So actually 4. The first one is just standing up nice and tall. So this does take some activity. So everybody get up. We're going to stand up nice and tall. So from the side, ears should be over shoulders, should be over your hips, okay? So that's the position that we want to stay in. From here, we want your arms up. And what we're going to do is maintaining them directly on the side. We're just going to go up and down. And we're just going to do 5 of these. Up and down. I'm not counting. I'm going to pretend like that's 4 and 5. So good. The next one, we're going to have goalpost arms. And then we're just going to pretend like we have a pencil right in between our shoulder blades. And we're going to bring our shoulders back and front. 2. We're going to do 3, 4, and 5. Now, keeping your arms up here, we are going to do 5 shoulder rolls backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Awesome. Whose shoulders are already burning? So doing those 3 simple stretches a couple of times a day, even if you find 1 time a day to carve those exercises in, we know that it's going to build the strength in your shoulders, maintaining that good posture, increasing energy, increasing lung capacity, improving circulation and digestion, decreasing neck pain, back pain, and increasing self-confidence and increasing that emotional state. So that's it for us. We hope that you guys found this helpful. Anybody can do that. So we're talking from your 4-year-old to grandparents. Everybody could be improving their posture, especially now when we are more than ever on our computers, on our cell phones. So I encourage you to move every single day and do those couple of exercises. That's it for us. I guess before we give it up though, I would love to share a little bit of information as to why it is that I love these 2 organizations and why it is that we are encouraging you guys to give during the Giving Challenge. So if you are anything like Dr. Anthony and myself, we love. We have a lot of hobbies. We have a lot that we want to accomplish in life, but we are only 2 people. So it is an amazing organizations like the Healthy Start, like UnidosNow, that's able to extend the reach. So you're able to extend your reach and reach people and affect the community by being inside of our 4 walls. So obviously we can't do everything. Not everybody was called for amazing organizations like that, but us, we can help. So that's really important. And these 2 organizations are so important to us. And being Hispanic or Latin American female, I know that organizations like UnidosNow are incredible, and they helped. An organization similar to that when I was in Miami had helped me get the scholarships together so that I can go to school. And here we are, fast forward, I get to own my own practice with Dr. Anthony. So that's really.
And I'm gonna chime in right here. As the executive director of Healthy Start, Gina is a board member at Healthy Start. and they have helped out so much with everything we have ever done. We just had the most amazing 5K that she did, and she jumped onto this thing because she loves UnidosNow as much as I do. So thank you, Dr. Gina and Dr. Anthony, for being just amazing individuals and joining our cause.
Thank you guys. And thank you for having us.
Yes, thank you.
Yes, thank you very much, Dr. Gina and Dr. Anthony, for all your incredible advice. Who knew that all these incredible benefits could come just by having good posture? And I'm seeing in the comments, there's a lot of questions that hopefully we can address at the end of the presentation. But thanks again. I do have one question though. Will good posture get me a good thick beer like Dr. Anthony? Is that another side benefit?
That's one secret I can't give on how to do that.
It's one secret. Okay. You can't reveal everything, I guess, but maybe I'll go on the website and it's in the FAQ. Thanks so much, guys. Appreciate it. All right, now we're going to move forward and I'm going to transition it to Cynthia. She's going to show some slides about how to give in the Giving Challenge. Cynthia?
Yeah, actually, yeah, Lucy's going to speak, and I'm going to share the screen.
First of all, I want to really thank my UnidosNow team, especially Cynthia, for doing a lot of work to have all these beautiful slides that you are seeing, and to Juan for participating. But also I see that our chairman, Kelly Kirchner, is in our audience. Jefe, buenas tardes. Thank you so much for joining us. So the Giving Challenge is gonna be on April 28th and 29th from noon to noon. And every organization that has a profile in the Giving Partner will be participating in the Giving Challenge. It is an opportunity for us to give to different organizations. For sure, the Healthy Start Coalition of Sarasota County is on my list to give. It is an important partnership to us, and Sean is a very dynamic leader in the community, but also she has an incredible board. We've seen that Gina is so committed to improve the lives of people in the community. So thank you for your partnership. We are going to show you how you get into the profiles when the 28th at noontime. You're gonna go into the givingpartnerchallenge.org. You're gonna click there and it will take you to search. You can type in that box, Healthy Start Coalition of Sarasota County, UnidosNow, and you will come up to a profile. You can see that the profile of UnidosNow is up there, and also the Healthy Start Coalition of Sarasota County. And then you can click on the donate button. It's an online giving, and so the minimum donation is $25, and $25 can be matched. Your donation of $25 up to $100 will be matched by the Patterson Foundation. So if you give 25, the Patterson Foundation will give 25. You give 100, the Patterson Foundation will match up to 100. So it is a really good opportunity to help organizations like the Healthy Start and UnidosNow. I encourage all of us to give, and we can just give what we can and give from our heart. So thank you so much for participating today. I want to thank also our amazing scholars, Patricia, and everybody who have been doing a lot of work, Sarah and Scott. They were amazing. And definitely I'm going to book an appointment with Dr. Gina and Dr. Anthony because my posture is terrible. Those late nights on the computer are not helping at all. And I think Patricia is going to give a few words.
Yes. Good evening, and thank you everybody for joining us. The excitement kept building up, and we're thrilled. We're here. We're doing it. It's doing great. My message is a message of community. So through the Giving Challenge, Healthy Start is able to become part of a bigger picture. So what is that bigger picture? It's a community of nonprofits gathered to promote a call to action through giving. So what I want to say is, remember, we are one because of you and for you. Join us noon to noon, April 28th and 29th, and unleash your inner giving. A través del Giving Challenge, Healthy Start se une a una movilización masiva de nuestra gran comunidad para fomentar y promover esta campaña de donaciones por el bien común. Recuerden todos, somos uno por ustedes y para ustedes. Los esperamos en línea entre el mediodía del 28 de abril y el 29 de abril. Muchas gracias por haber participado. Thank you very much to everybody.
Gracias, muchas gracias,
so much,
Patricia.
for your words. Do we still have a few minutes for questions here?
Sí,
All right,
si alguien
Cindy, go ahead and
tiene preguntas, if you have any questions, I'm happy to read them. Actually, there was a question here. Okay, it's in Spanish, so I will read it in Spanish first and then I will translate it. It says, ¿es bueno leer libro o contenidos en el celular tirado en la cama de manera horizontal? Si mi postura es buena, ¿solo con ejercicio se puede solucionar el problema de una hernia de disco?
Ok, el doctor Anthony no va a contestar porque él no habla español. Pero lo que yo entendí es que tienes un disco herniado y quieres solamente ayudarlo con, ¿cómo dices? Con estiramientos.
Con ejercicios.
Ah, sí, con ejercicios.
Ok. Es muy complicado solamente así, pero es que necesitas hacer ejercicios y enforzar esas áreas. Pero no todos los herniaciones son los mismos. Entonces, cada persona es diferente. Entonces, eso no es algo que podemos hablar tan general, pero necesitas enforzar las áreas y también estirar esas áreas. Pero es una pregunta más que podemos preparar en la oficina, porque toda la gente son diferentes.
Ok, muchas gracias.
I think, Cynthia, I think the question started with, is it good for you to grab your cell phone and read a book on your cell phone while you are in bed? I think that was the first part of the question that I'm very interested in the answer to.
Okay. So when we are laying in bed reading, there's two ways that we could read on the bed. The first way is that we could put a big pillow and we could read this way, right? So imagine that I'm laying on the bed, but your neck is kinked in that position. The better way is to lay on your stomach and read or look at your cell phone, because that is going to put that neck right in that good position. Children do this and it's awesome. So if they're going to be on their iPads or they're going to be reading a book, it's always recommended that you lay on the bed vertically or on the floor reading that book. Can you see the difference there?
Okay,
great.
Okay. ¿Alguna otra pregunta? Ok, mi hijo tiene 13 años y tiene el problema de postura. ¿Qué puede hacer para que él pueda entenderlo mejor? ¿A cuán serio puede ser? ¿Cómo puede ayudar la mamá a que el hijo entienda que tiene que tener una buena postura?
I'm going to respond in English.
Great.
The question was, I have a 13-year-old boy whose posture is horrible. How do I get him to understand the importance of good posture? So one of the things that we like to do is a little bit of, I don't want to say scare care, but you want to show, especially if he's 13 years old, he understands pictures. So one good thing that you can do is you can take a picture of them from the side and from the front. And it's not visually appealing when you're standing like this. Like, there's nothing visually appealing about that, right? Because no Instagram models, there's nobody who they don't look appeasing when you have bad posture or when you're hunched over necessarily at 13 years old. So taking a picture from the front and to the side, that's a really good way to kind of let him know. Ok, and now en español. Es posible tomar una foto de tu hijo del frente y del lado, porque no se ve bonito cuando estás con mala postura, porque nadie en el internet, nadie famoso, ok, se ven lindos cuando están así, en esa postura. Entonces, tomando una foto, muchos padres hacen así con sus niños y toman una foto cuando están así y no se ve bien. Entonces, es una buena oportunidad para decir, mira qué más bonitos se ven o más altos se ven, más flacos se ven cuando tiene postura, buena postura. Es una de las maneras que hacemos con nuestros niños.
Muchas gracias. Otra pregunta, ¿qué recomiendan para osteoartritis en la rodilla?
What do we recommend for osteoarthritis in the knees? There are a couple of things without going too much into detail. One are multivitamins. Two is maintaining a healthy weight. Vitaminas y manteniendo un peso bueno. Cuando tenemos mucho peso en las rodillas, las caderas, ponen más presión en esas áreas y se ponen mal y se degeneran más rápido. So while we maintain a healthy weight, we're putting less pressure on the hips, on the knees. So number one, maintaining a healthy weight. Number two, making sure that we have really good circulation, that we're wearing supported shoes as well is going to be a big one.
Perfect.
Thank you very much. For the sake of staying true to the agenda, we'll go ahead and move on. Thank you, Dr. Gina and Dr. Anthony, for your incredible advice. And thank you, Cynthia and Luz, for telling us how to donate during the Giving Challenge and the importance of giving. So thank you so much. Now we have reached the conclusion of this event. I know, bummer, we were having so much fun. It was a wonderful evening, but before we go, I want to thank our participants and community partners for joining us tonight. You truly inspire and ignite our desire to give, to collaborate, and to continue contribute to the health and education of our family. So our heart goes out to you. Thank you so much. Now, even though we are distant physically, we are united in spirit. And in times of crisis, we have to come together as a community to continue to grow and evolve collectively. A healthy future begins with the choices that we make, such as the foods that we cook and our posture, and also who we choose to empower in our community. So we may be finished this evening, but it's only the beginning of our journey. Please join us on April 28th and April 29th for the Giving Challenge and give to your favorite organizations. I know UnidosNow and Healthy Start are definitely on my list. So thank you so much and good night. Mil gracias y muy buenas noches. Until next time. Nos vemos.